ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Well, believe it or not, it is time for the Friday Night Lights once again, the Lincoln County Jamboree, Week 0 for the public schools here in Mississippi. Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Tullis. Thanks for joining us here on BSPN, the Bears Sports Network. We are live from Flea Hop. And, again, the Lincoln County Jamboree taking place tonight. Game 1 being delayed because we've had some weather in the area, as you're probably aware. Rain has moved out. Still had a little bit of lightning issues, so we've been working through that. We think we're about to play, though, as the two teams for the first game tonight, West Lincoln and Loyd Star, are out on the field warming up. And, Chris, it is part 2 of the Smithhart era.
That's right. Yeah, Coach Smithhart back. Everybody excited to see him back. And really enjoyed him when he was here the first go-round. I didn't have a player then, but I had a stake in the coaching outfit as we were coaching Pee Wee football at that time. But, yeah, glad to see Coach Smithhart back. I know he's excited to get the year started.
Absolutely. And Smithhart, I was looking on the history of, there's a website you can go to look up anything, and there's one on the high school football history of Mississippi. And Smithhart actually won, B.J. Smithhart, the new head coach of the Bears, if you didn't know, the new old head coach of the Bears, one of the winningest coaches here at West Lincoln.
Yeah, he had a great overall run here. 2 seasons or 3 seasons he was here?
He was only here 2 seasons.
2 seasons, yeah. But, yeah, they had a very successful team. He took over a great program and was able to take it to the next level when he was here previously. And I'm hoping that he can, get this Bears team in shape and running what he wants to run, and we can see success.
Absolutely. And sorry I didn't introduce my co-host. If you don't remember, Chris C. is with us. Once again, doing the color commentary this year. And, Chris, just want to say glad to have you back, man.
Excited to be back. Yeah, excited to be back. Like I said, without having a player out there, it's sure is fun to be up here and get to call it as I see it.
Absolutely. All right, so West Lincoln last year with a record of 2-9. Now, you might remember they did have a big win against McLaurin last year with a big remember that big bobble play we had in the end zone to kind of cap the game for the Bears last year, 33-3 victory over McLaurin last year here in Flea Hop. The second win coming, if you don't remember, Salem had to forfeit all of their wins last year due to playing an ineligible player. So that's how the Bears arrived at a record of 2-9 for the 2025 campaign. Of course, did make it to the round 1 of the playoffs for the first time, I believe, since 2020 is what we had said. But unfortunately got blown out by the Tartars of Taylorsville in the first round of the playoffs. So still looking to reach the second round of the playoffs. Never know, Chris. This could be the year.
That's right.
Got a lot of our. Now we did lose several of our key players. I tried to look them all up, but of course I wasn't able to get all the statistics from last year, unfortunately. But I do know we had some key losses last year, but we got some really good talent coming back this year. Very strong group of seniors coming in this year to provide some great leadership. I know one key player on defense, Landon Anderson, who led the team in tackles last year. I do know that.
Yeah.
He's back for his senior campaign, and I tell you one thing I know about Landon. He goes to my church, and that kid, I didn't see him almost the whole summer, Chris, because he literally was at a camp just about every single weekend.
I know, that's what it looked like. Landon's going to be exciting to see this year. I mean, I know he's put on a little weight.
He's
got some fire and some anger and hunger, and I know he's going to be a fun one to watch this year for sure.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you're right. Landon, he made some camps this year, and that's great. The athlete want to take that much initiative, in himself and his team, to want to try and do that and help himself and then help his team there. So.
Absolutely, and of course, some other players they're going to be looking at for leadership: Matthew Calhoun, Ben Stegras, Lane Easley, again Landon. And just so many other players. I hope I didn't leave anybody out that was a senior.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot coming back on the line there, I think, that we saw last year that I know, have been working out this summer and have gotten bigger and gotten stronger. And, that comes with age, too, as they get a little older. Of course, they fill into that position. That definitely, the anchor tenants on the line is what we got to have here tonight.
Yeah, and as I'm just looking over the roster, of course, Brady Anders, he's a big boy. Caden Hobkirk, he's I believe a freshman this year. One of the group of a lot of good middle schoolers we had move up to varsity and JV this year. Yeah, we got. He's a big boy too.
That's right. We got Gavin Porter returning, and he's going to be a senior this year. And he's one of our linemen and has been for the last season or two, maybe 3, I guess. But yeah, he should be able to hold his spot this year. On that line, Bear offensive line for sure.
That's right. So talked about the Bears here the last few moments. Let's talk about these Loyd Star Hornets coming in. Of course, all the teams that are playing tonight are the Lincoln County School District teams. Very familiar. These teams will also face each other in the regular season. As a matter of fact, 2 weeks from tonight, these same Loyd Star Hornets and West Lincoln Bears will be facing off here at Perry Miller Field for the home opener for the Bears campaign. Loyd Star had a pretty good year last year, going 8-3. 2-2 in the district for third place. Didn't get out of the first round of the playoffs, I don't believe. Lost to North Forest in the first round, 41-20. But you remember last year and really the last few years, the Hornets have had just this big boom, boom, boom run offense, and unfortunately, they had some key losses from last year's squad.
Yeah, the Loyd Star's got a big squad out again this year. A lot of seniors on this team. And I know a lot of those guys played last year as well. I'm looking over the list here and seeing some of these names I remember from last year when we played. There were a big part of that team last year, and like I said, they were a very successful team last year. Also looking down here, a name you may not recognize, Preston Gordon is assistant coach. Coach Gordon was an assistant here for years, and he left us and went, I can't remember exactly where it was now, but it's funny to see his name there, and glad to have him back at West Lincoln tonight.
Absolutely. And, a couple of the key losses, especially in the backfield for the Hornets, Anthony Humphrey graduated, as well as Cooper Creel. Probably, and I'm going to say this too, probably one of their biggest losses, especially in the backfield, Jordan Keys.
Yeah.
Didn't graduate, but he transferred.
Yeah, that's right. Jordan was a one-man wrecking crew.
Yes.
For the Hornets there. And he was, it was like Jordan right, Jordan left, and Jordan scored his second, third, fourth, fifth touchdown every night. I mean, he was a big force there at Loyd Star, and I know they're going to hate to lose him. I know Brookhaven's going to be happy to have him, that's for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. Should be contributing to another state championship run that the Panthers will hopefully make this year. Looking over Loyd Star's their roster as well, they got a lot of strong seniors coming back. Even though they had those key losses, Paxton Thumbro, a senior wideout for the Hornets. Also looking over, we got Philip Ross Spencer, their quarterback, and that kid, if you don't remember, has a cannon. So you definitely got to watch out for him. Brayton Richardson, Brennan Reed, some of the other seniors here for the Hornets.
That's right.
And, like you said, very, very big depth chart the Hornets have for this this campaign.
Yeah, just looking over this, that's about 13 seniors that I count on this roster. So hopefully they're not all on the field at one time.
And, of course, this being a jamboree, you're going to see a lot of the bench players getting some reps. And, honestly, that's absolutely the way it should be.
That's right.
Letting them get in, especially these newer guys moving up to varsity, letting them see what it's all about here in Mississippi.
That's right. Give these coaches the chance to look at their guys, and some of the younger guys that definitely need an opportunity to get out there and show the coaches what they got, show the staff what they got, and of course I know their grandmas and peepaws and everybody wants to see them play for sure. So.
Absolutely. So we're going to call out as many names as we possibly can tonight, grandmas and grandpas and whoever's watching tonight. We're actually going to have all of tonight's games live here on BSPN. So we'll be bringing you all the action here tonight. So if you can't make it out tonight, certainly we had that weather come through. But I tell you, there's a decent crowd here tonight. A lot more people here than I expected, honestly.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a house full tonight. Even the weather, I think the weather's going to break and give us a break here. And I know there's a lot of people that want to see us, but especially if you're watching at home and you know somebody that's not watching, pass it along to them. And, like I said, some folks couldn't get out in this weather, and let them know that we're on the air, and we'd be happy to have them. I don't care where what color they wear tonight. They're welcome to join us.
Absolutely.
And watch these guys go at it.
Glad to have anybody joining us. And of course, want to say hello to Johnny Bolin, a name you might remember, Chris.
That's right.
PA announcer here for West Lincoln for a long time, and also a pastor at Adams United Methodist Church. Says on YouTube, sounding good, men. Watching from downtown Calhoun City, Hunker Down Bears.
Hunker Down Bears, that's right. That was Johnny coined that, Hunker Down Bears there. And he also coined the Bear Burgers there. So if you need if you need something fresh to eat, we have fresh Bear Burgers in the concession stand. So
yep, I was gonna say if anybody is heading that way, heading this way, and just running late, we got all the concession stand running. The Booster Club doing a great job with those Bear Burgers, and got some. Man, they had a fryer back there when I was setting up some of the equipment.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have fried fish tonight, chicken strips. I think they got boiled peanuts, and I believe we have. Pulled pork sandwiches, as well as Huey Magoo's is coming tonight.
Yeah,
and,
they actually just dropped off when I went over there.
They're coming tonight and bringing lemonade. So definitely get up there and support the West Lincoln Booster Club, the concession stand. Booster Club's on fire this year. They've got a lot of participation, and that's great to see. And then, we definitely want to support them because they directly support the athletics here at West Lincoln.
And like to remind folks, too, that BSPN is a project, a fundraising project of the Booster Club. And do have sponsorship still available. Is not too late. But I got to give hats off to Coach Jay Case and Lane Young, the basketball coaches here. Man, they have worked their tails off getting some basketball sponsorships. So basketball-specific sponsorships are almost sold out. We still got all sports sponsorships available. Wide open is for football as well and all the other sports. So get with us if you want to get on the VSPN train. We'd love to have you. And I didn't think we were going to do a live kickoff, but it looks like we are.
Yeah,
so
I think we're going to go ahead and kick it off.
Yeah,
so we've got Leighton Bowling back to put the foot on it here.
Yep.
Going to be kicking to the Hornets.
Loyd Star set to receive. And in the backfield, back to receive for the Hornets, I just had it, is Paxton Zumbro. And I can't see the guy on the far end.
That's number 8.
I believe that's going to be number 8, Tredarius Jackson, junior wide receiver.
Yeah, I think we said his name last year.
Several times.
Yeah.
I do remember him as well.
We broadcast at Loyd Star last year, if I'm not mistaken.
We did.
Yeah.
And appreciate them having us. All right, kicking off here. And I believe it's going to be Leighton Bolin doing the kicking duties for the Bears. And it is. Good kick there by Bolin as Zumbro initially it fielded the ball, but then called a touchback, was actually fielded by number 11, Paxton Satterfield. And so the Hornets going to set up 1st and 10, somewhere around the 20, I believe. I couldn't tell if it was a fair catch or if it went out of bounds.
I don't know if they just didn't return that. Maybe they just blew it dead just for safety.
Yeah, it is a jamboree after all.
Maybe they didn't. They could have just blown that dead. I'm not sure on exactly what they're going to do as far as rules tonight. Okay, so they're not going to return. Yeah. They're just going to kick so everybody can get in their positions there. So that's probably the best, Jonathan.
Yeah. So each game going to be a 12-minute regulation period. And again, we got 4 games coming up here tonight. West Lincoln bookending things tonight as they set up on defense. And Spencer going to keep this one, getting a good return. Going to be close to a 1st down if he didn't get across the chains, Chris. I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
it's going to be just across, good for a 1st down.
Yeah, a little bobble on the snap there, but he was able to get it up off the ground. And I don't know if maybe that play didn't materialize like he wanted to after it come up off the ground, but he was able to make the most of it there, getting the 1st down.
Ball going to be spotted about the Loyd Star 42-yard line. And, yeah, field is a little bit wet. This field does drain very well, so that's going to be working in everybody's favor tonight. But they're going to be a little bit slick out there after the rain that we had.
Yeah. Big thank you to the Lincoln County School District a couple years ago resurfacing this field.
Yes.
Because it was terrible about 5 years ago. So it's great now as far as drainage.
Hornets taking the snap. Spencer going to hand it off to Tristan Fortenberry. Fortenberry getting some good blocks for a 1st down and more. And Bears trying to bring him down. Finally going to get him stopping his progress at about the 34-yard line, I believe, into West Lincoln territory.
Yeah, it looked like Ty Dice was able to get a hand on him there and slow him down. After give up a lot of yardage, but Ty was able to slow him down until he get some help to get him down.
But that run offense still a very dangerous thing for Loyd Star, rather, as they get another 1st down. And, yeah, setting up at the Bears' 34-yard line.
Yeah, Fortenberry's tall, lanky fellow there. He's got some wheels under him when he gets the ball for sure, so.
I want to thank Gavin Evans for running our camera once again this year.
Yeah, big thanks to Gavin. He's a big part of this BSPN press.
Spencer keeping it once again. Only going to get a couple of yards on that one. Going to bring up their 1st, 2nd down of the game.
Great stop by Ben Segrist right there, picking that up and able to get in the backfield and disrupt that one before it got away from him.
Yep, only gain of a yard there for Spencer. So first, our 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Hornets. 10:20 to go here in the game. We'll just go ahead and call it a game, as, again, each game's going to be a regulation quarter. We get started just a little bit late, but honestly, I thought we were going to get started later than we did. Back to pass. Little shuffle pass there to Fortenberry once again. Getting brought down near the 34 once again. Good defense there by the Bears.
Yeah, Ben was able to get a little pressure on the quarterback again, that Ben Segrist, number 13. And the quarterback was able to get the pass off, but Matthew Calhoun, number 14, was right there to cover that one up and take charge of that one. Doesn't like much of a gain there. So that's a great play by the Bears.
Yard at all.
Great defense by the Bears right there.
Excellent work by the Bears. 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Hornets. Didn't say that much last year for sure.
That's right. 3rd and 9. I don't think we've said that behind the Hornets.
Don't think so. Spencer waiting the snap. What, they're running the new offense than they did last year. And going to hand it off to Brennan Reed. Reed found a hole, knocked down. Believe that was Ty Dice again, bringing him down near the 10.
Yeah, it looked like Ty and also again Matthew Calhoun back there able to stop him. Looks like he'll be the 9-yard line.
About the 9-yard line, yes, sir.
9.
1st and goal coming up for the Hornets. Looking to get in the end zone. Appreciate everybody joining us here on BSPN, on Facebook Live and YouTube. And the Hornets coming up for a 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Spencer awaiting the snap, gets it, going to keep it, finds a hole to his left, and evades tackles, find the end zone. Touchdown for the Hornets. Spencer on the QB keeper, finding the end zone, so that's going to put 6 on the board for Loyd Star as they go for the point after.
Yeah, good work by him finding that hole right there and punching that in.
So definitely still have in spite of the losses they had from last year's team, Hornets definitely still have a very dangerous run game. And Spencer, really good at finding those holes just as he was last year.
Right.
And taking advantage of those situations. And got an unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Hornets. That's going to back them up about 15 yards. So not sure if that was related to celebration or what, but actually they didn't march at all.
They're going to put it on the kickoff?
I guess, yeah, that's what they're going to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the rule. You're right. I used to be a football official, but it's been a while. Right. Brennan Reed going to do the kicking duties for the Hornets, and actually now got a timeout by the officials. Look like they weren't quite in position. They weren't anticipating a kick. But now we got them in position.
That's right. Let's take our shoes off. We had too many out there, I believe.
Yep, yeah, just saw somebody running off for Loyd Star.
Yep, had an extra out there, so he didn't time to get off.
Snap is down, and it's up, and it is good. All right. 7-0 your score in favor of Loyd Star. We'll take a timeout. Be right back. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
7-0 your score. Loyd Star leading your West Lincoln Bears as they scored first, and West Lincoln awaiting the kickoff. But things hold. Looks like we're going to have basically a touchback on the kick. Not going to be a live return. Looks like Brennan Reed going to be doing the kicking for the Hornets this season. Listed as a fullback and linebacker.
Yeah, we got Ben Segrist and Landon Anderson. Is that Landon number 2?
Yeah, that is Landon.
Okay. So Ben and Landon in the back. Take this
a little squib kick there, going to get across the 50. Taking it about the 40. That was Levi Parsons laying down on it.
Levi covered that one up.
So we'll see. I don't know if they're going to take. Yeah, they're going to spot it at the 20. Or just no, he's spotting it at the 30. Okay. All right. There's a lot of ball on the field, though. What are we doing here?
I think that's where the ball landed. They just left it.
Yeah, they didn't get it off yet. All right, so ball spotted at the 30-yard line for West Lincoln's first opportunity on offense.
That's right. It was not wet enough. So need to soak up a little water.
I got to say that the field
looks
really good.
I was expecting it to be torn up by now, but it's holding up good. Coach Dana
she's worked.
Yeah, she's worked
very hard
on this field this summer, and the practice field
has a new sprinkler system.
Yeah, new sprinkler system. It's looking great over there too. She puts a lot of time and effort in the field, and it shows. You can definitely tell.
For sprinkler system, one of the things that the Booster Club did for the soccer teams and the football team that use that field. It's one of the ways we're trying to take care of our student athletes here at West Lincoln.
Yeah, that's right. That benefits track too. They're able to get over there and work out. I mean, like I said, it's the practice field's good for a lot of folks there. So
still awaiting the ready to play, and looks like we're going to get it now. I had a little conversation by the officials, and we're ready to go now. And going to be a handoff there to Ty Dice. Dice going to be wrapped up near the 30. May have even lost a yard on that.
Yeah, he had some good speed coming around his side and decided to backpedal just a little bit. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. The points were able to get up.
The Hornets swarmed.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm sorry. That punt was just too good.
That's
I had to go for it.
All came out of the hive right there.
They did. Tucker Raines, the QB for the Bears this year.
Returning quarterback.
Another one the Bears going to be looking to for leadership this year. And got two receivers out to Raines' left as he's got a single back. Dice in motion. Handoff given out. And comes loose. And Loyd Star going to recover. Handoff was to Matthew Calhoun, and probably it looked like it just kind of slipped out of his hands.
Yeah, I could tell. I think he took a little hit there. That like I said, we can harp on this all night. Field conditions, the ball wet, But I think he did actually have some contact that caused that to squirt out there. You might say.
Yeah, unfortunately, probably going to see a lot of that tonight.
That's right. It was just the right hit, that caused that. I don't think Matthew don't need to hold his head down on that one. That was just a good hit in a wet football game.
Absolutely. There's nothing you can do about that.
Right.
Hornets back on offense. Spencer back at quarterback as there's motion. And a little quick shuffle pass over to Fortenberry as he's brought down just shy of a first down, probably around the 25, 24-yard line.
Yeah, great work by Miles Hill. We haven't said that name yet. Miles is young. I want to say Miles a ninth grader this year.
Yes.
I expect to see a lot out of him this year. I know Coach Smith-Hart is looking forward to having him playing this year.
I mentioned, a moment ago about the middle schoolers we had to move up, but we really did have an outstanding group of middle schoolers move up to varsity this year, and they're going to be looking to contribute early in the season, as we've just seen.
Yeah, I think so too. We had, the JV middle school, whatever you want to call it, has had some good success. And a lot of athletes.
Tristan Fortenberry once again taking the handoff, getting the first down, and then some. He's brought down by Landon Anderson, and believe that was also Matthew Calhoun on the tackle.
Yeah, I think Matthew Calhoun a little bit on that one too. So
we'll give them each a half tackle.
That's right. Yeah, great work by both of them though. I mean, that's moving the chains, but still we got to see the football, find the football, and get to it.
Ball spotted at the 14 for the Hornets as they come back to the line. Spencer getting his troops ready. Trips out to the right, man in motion. Fortenberry going to hand the ball off to Braden Richardson. Going to go up the middle, but might have gotten a first down, but definitely shy of the end zone, maybe about the 5-yard line. I think it's going to be spot on about the 6. $20 seconds left on the play clock, just shy of 6 minutes left on the game clock here. Hornets up 7-0 over your West Lincoln Bears.
Yes, definitely.
Handing off once again to Richardson. And Richardson going to get a couple of yards maybe, but not much.
Yeah, good work by the Bears there.
A whole host of Bears bringing him down.
That's right.
I think they would stop for a hydration break, but
thankfully the rain
did
cooled
cool
it down
off
about 30 degrees. So instead of it being 130, I think it's just.
I'll be honest. I came and did a test stream here a couple of days ago, and I was really wondering how we were going to keep the camera cool because it messed up on me big time just from getting hot in a couple of minutes. And thankfully it cooled off, so we didn't have to worry too much about that. Another handoff by the Hornets. Not going to get much on that one either. Just going to be shy of the goal line. Maybe about the 1 or 2 yard line there. Didn't even see who got the handoff. I believe that might have been Richardson once again.
And I wasn't sure on the tackle either. That's far side for us, but good work for the Bears.
Several green shirts down there, I can tell you that.
Good work by the Bears there, staying on that line of scrimmage and getting to that far side and keeping containment over there and keep these backs away from the sidelines for sure. So.
So the Hornets looking to punch it in once again here as they go back on offense, get down to 6 seconds on the play clock. Single back formation. And Spencer, or a little like Richardson rather, got the handoff and going back into the end zone for another Loyd Star touchdown.
Yeah, some little pitch right there and it worked out good. I don't think anybody was really expecting that. I thought everybody thought it.
And he did a little trickeration there, I'd say.
I thought Spencer was going to keep it myself, and he went the last minute pitch to Richardson a lot from there.
They're going to have Brennan Reed to kick the point after once again. Man running on for the Hornets.
Take our shoes off and count again.
Spencer on the hold. Kick is up through the uprights, and it's good. So 14-0 your scores. Loyd Stars were down to 4:18 to go here in this Jamboree game.
Yeah, Coach Smithhart calling his numbers down there on his guys. Get them back out there and let's do it again.
Do want to shout out our sponsors. Thank them for joining up with us here to sponsor BSPN, Alpha Insurance, the Christie Agency in Macomb. Maybe you've heard of them.
That's right.
Bank of Brookhaven, Southwest Mississippi Nephrology. I have South Mississippi there. I'll fix that in a moment. Snow Shack and WL Nutrition, Corey Myers and Higginbotham Insurance, Brookhaven, Bank of Franklin, and the Farm Bureau of Lincoln County. Appreciate your support of our student athletes here on BSPN. As Loyd Star gets ready for the kickoff once again. I think we had to get a dry ball. That might have been the issue here just now. And ball going to be kicked off from the 40. We have another. I didn't see
I don't remember
a foul.
Penalty, but...
Nonetheless, Brennan Reed getting ready to kick it off. We're going to expect no return here once again, but I have been wrong before. And going to be handled. I can't tell a number. That's Adair.
Yeah.
Dalen Adair. I believe he's another new addition to the Bears this year.
wearing the number 5. You can see it when he turns around. He's got his jersey tucked in the front there. But
yeah, wasn't there a former LSU player that would say that's been disrespectful? Did you hear about that, Miss?
I don't remember that.
I can't even remember his name, but he was number 5 for LSU last year. And playing in the NFL now, he sent LSU a cease and desist saying they couldn't use his name, image, and likeness anymore, and included his jersey number 5.
Really?
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. The school that put him up there. So.
Nonetheless, Bears back on offense, and now we got Laundry on the field. Yeah, I was going to guess somebody moved early. I didn't catch it, but we'll see what the white hat says. It's going to be against Loyd Star. I believe that is going to be encroachment. We're going to march off 5 yards. So first and 5 coming up here for the Bears. Already positive yardage on this drive. We'll take it however we can get it.
We'll take it how we can get it. That's for sure.
So the Bears coming to the line of scrimmage. Only got to do one play last time with a fumble real quick. As Raines awaits the snap, and he's going to keep it, go to his left. Got a little bit of room there as he rounds on the 40, stays in bounds, coming down at about the 46, 47-yard line. So 1st and 10 coming up for West Lincoln.
Yeah, good work by Tucker right there, seeing that little opening to the outside and still able to stay on his feet there.
And
against all odds, I don't think we got quite the spot we wanted, but it'll work. That was a good run by Tucker.
I think that was about a yard shy, but hey, it's
right.
Positive yardage. We'll take it.
That's right.
So, again, 1st and 10 coming up for the Bears, their first down of the year.
Is that Coach Red there telling him he didn't do it right?
I was just wondering that.
Like,
Coach Red talking to the linesman.
I think you missed that one. All right, this is a year. Give us a yard or a yard's due right there. Thank you, Coach Red, for
Raines looking to pass. Goes. Oh! Good try there, going to a dare.
Yeah, good work, good pass there. It
just went right out of his hand.
I know, just didn't quite have the yardage he needed, but that's still good hustle and a good pass there. So.
Very good effort there by the Bears. Hopefully that's a good sign of things to come. 2nd and 10 coming up, again at the 46, just inside West Lincoln territory. As Coach Smithhart sending in his play. I should say Coach David Gilbert, one of the assistants, giving the signal.
Yep.
Raines going to hand it off to Ben Seeger. Seeger is finding a hole.
Yeah,
staying on his feet, going to about the 50.
Yeah, fighting for yardage right there. Great work by Ben Seeger to pick up a good 5 yards, I'd say.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, finding a hole and using that power in those legs. Ben's great.
3rd and about 6 coming up. Ball spotted at the 50. Yeah, we saw several runs last year by Ben who just, I think a few times I referred to him as a human bowling ball. He could plow through a line.
When he puts his head down, puts his mind to it, he can definitely pick up some positive yardage, that's for sure. So.
3rd and 6 coming up. Raines sending Dice into motion. Got another flag on the play. And I believe this is going to be against Loyd Star once again. And nope, actually, guys, I was incorrect. Going to be false start. So probably what I saw is somebody on Loyd Star's line moving in reaction to whatever happened on West Lincoln's line. I didn't see who moved, obviously. So going to back it up to about the 45, 3rd and 11 now coming up for the Bears. Still positive yardage on the drive, though. Raines awaiting the snap, sending Dice into motion once again. Looks like he's going to keep it, go to his left once again, and going to be brought down hard by Shelton Blue.
Yeah, senior defensive lineman there for Loyd Star had Raines' number before he came out of the backfield. He definitely picked that up.
I think he had my number and your number too.
I mean, he had it figured out on that play. That's for sure. Great work by that D line right there.
Yeah, another sizable lineman for Loyd Star.
Yep. Wish you had about 12 of those on every team.
Especially wearing the green shirt.
That's right.
I got to say, one of the things that people always say about West Lincoln is we have some small linemen, but I got to say, they've added a little bit of weight, I'd say, this year. Been hitting the weight room real hard. Rain's going to pass once again, going to sail out of Aiden Haas's hands.
Yeah, great pass right there. Like I said, just a little high, and a lot of that is those jitters,
Yeah,
I mean, that first pass, sometimes you're hearing the footsteps. And
of course, you want to win, but, the good news is you don't win tonight, so what? It doesn't count.
That's right. But, yeah, like I said, Aiden's another young guy on this team here, and he'll get the butterflies worked out. I mean, like I said, I'm going to give him a A for effort right there.
Absolutely.
And like I said, the butterflies got him, I think, on that one. So he's definitely.
Absolutely. No shame in their game tonight for the Bears. I'm seeing a lot of positives for West Lincoln tonight.
Yeah, like I said, these young guys are learning on the job. I mean, that's on the job training for sure. So.
Loyd Starr taking it once again. Tristan Fortenberry taking the direct snap, going to find a big old hole, and looks like he is going to make it. Nope, he is not, as he is brought down hard by Dalen Adair.
Yeah, great work by Dalen right there, picking him up from across the field and running him down. And able to make that tackle there. So
saving a touchdown there.
Another young guy right there, this Bear squad.
And official was standing about the 13-yard line. I believe that's where the ball's going to be spotted.
We do have a flag on the field. I'm trying to wait and see what they're.
Oh, we do.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what this is going to be, but.
Looks like this one might be coming back. I didn't see a signal, but maybe holding against the Hornets. Here he comes. Yep. Or blocking the back, I'm sorry.
Okay. We'll take it.
So that's going to back them up. Back them up to about their own territory, about their own 47-yard line. Nothing happening on that one. Brought down quickly by Dawson Smith and Landon Anderson. With Fortenberry taking the direct snap.
Yeah, Gavin Porter on that one, and like I said, they took advantage of the little fumble on the snap and was able to get on top of him, cover him up there, and keep him in the negative, keep the Hornets in the negative on this one.
Fortenberry taking the snap once again, going to keep it, get across the 50. And got another flag on the play. Looks like might have had some extracurricular activity there. Possibly even during the play.
I love these county rivalries.
Yeah.
I said it last year, and I'll say it again. These kids hate each other on Friday night, and they'll be in the Dove Field Saturday morning, and all sitting together at church on Sunday.
That's right. So they had signaled, I believe it was unnecessary roughness on the Hornets. And got a timeout on the field. Or no, they had called unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm sorry. That backed them up 15 yards. I don't know. Like you said, these games get heated, but you know what? The good news is, for the most part, these guys will be friends after it's over.
Right. Yeah, no love lost. That's for sure.
Absolutely. And we are grateful that you're joining us here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. More games coming up here tonight. Again, this is the Jamboree, so we got actually 4 games on tap tonight. I was trying to bring up my schedule. I can tell you exactly who's doing what and when. So the next game is going to be Bogue and Enterprise, 2 schools that are basically right up the road from each other.
That's right, next door neighbors.
And be good to see Bogue in action tonight. As they have a new first-year head coach, Brandon Mancuso, who you and I were talking about. He's got a pretty good pedigree.
That's right. Yeah, his coach, his dad is Coach Lance Mancuso, who's over Jeff Davis County, who was previously at Bassfield before they consolidated the school district over there. And he was a formidable opponent.
Absolutely.
Anybody that faced him when he was at Bassfield.
Yeah.
Jeff Davis County's still great, too.
Yes. Yeah, they get in quite a history themselves. Loyd Starr goes back, second and very, very long here. And And, he got loose. I thought he was down, but that's going to be Tristan Fortenberry once again, evading everybody in a green shirt and finding the end zone for another Loyd Star touchdown.
Yeah, great run by him to find that little hole there in the middle and was able to break it outside. And had the Bears looking all different directions, but not in his. So
well, had us looking all different directions, too.
I know, that's right. He slipped right through there for sure.
So hats off to him for that fine play there.
Great work by senior
ass, so he kind of just plays wherever they need him, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Do all.
So 20-0 your score in favor of the Hornets with 1:05 left to go. So the Bears will get one more crack at it on offense after the point after.
Brendan Reed's going to kick this one again. He's been great tonight kicking,
and
of course he's
still
not
perfect.
This is Jamboree. He's not seeing any pressure, so he gives these kickers an opportunity. Your deep snapper to get the ball back there, and your holder, get the ball down. So it's great practice under semi-live fire, I should say.
Right.
So they get to see the opposing team over there, but no pressure. So that's good for them there. So.
Right. So, what we were saying about Bogue a moment ago, of course, they were the region champions last year, losing in the first round of the playoffs last year, but nonetheless, or actually fell in the second round, I should say. Finished with an 8-4 record overall last year. Wasn't able to get much on them as far as what happened last year, except for the fact that their head coach last year is now our head coach once again.
Coach this year, right?
So
Coach Smithart.
A little bit of a storyline there.
That's right. For those of you who don't know, Coach Smithart left here and went to Franklin County and did a couple years over there, and then was back at Bogue, and we are happy to have him back here with his family ties to the West Lincoln area.
Absolutely. When it was announced that Coach Smithart was coming back, just several people reached out to me and just talked about how great of a hire this was for West Lincoln. And as I've gotten to know Coach Smithart over the last few months, I've come to agree.
Yeah,
very good hire.
Yeah, great guy, and everybody loves him. The kids love him. Like I said, I think when he was here previously, Coach Red was here, but not as a headmaster. He was here as a softball coach. So they, were working together side by side, coaching athletes. And I think he's happy to be able to get him back over here for sure. So.
Yeah, and anybody wondering what happened to Johnny Lane Ball, I believe, I actually haven't talked to him, but I believe he's an assistant at North Pike again.
I think he went back to North Pike, is my understanding. I don't know if he's coaching football or just doing strength conditioning or if he's, powerlifting or what. I hadn't talked to him either.
I need to reach out to him for sure. Ball spotted on the 30-yard line as the Bears come back on offense. 1:05 to go. Matthew Calhoun running off just real quick. Ty Dye's going to take. Nope. That's going to be a keeper by Raines.
Yeah, Raines was going to keep that one instead of giving it to Dice, and it didn't quite work out in his favor. Several Hornets in the backfield.
The Hornets swarmed once again. We get down to 50 seconds to go, so the Bears got time for at least one more play, possibly two if they hurry.
Yeah. Got to get the play out there and
we'll see what they want to do here. Maybe they're going to let most of the time run off as they do have 12 seconds to go on the play clock. Still haven't come to the line of scrimmage as Coach Smithart going to call timeout.
Yeah, take advantage of that timeout there, Coach, and get out there and get your play in the players' ears and give them a chance to run one more play here before the clock run out.
Yep, 28.2 seconds left on the game clock as they take this timeout here during the Lincoln County Jamboree. Yeah, Bogue and Enterprise Yellow Jackets going to be squaring off next. So we're going to have Loyd Star once again against Bogue. And then for the nightcap, if you want to look at it that way, we got Enterprise Yellow Jackets and the West Lincoln Bears. We'll have the fourth game here tonight. And all the action will be right here on BSCN. Somebody asked me if we were going to stream all the games, and I said, well, yeah. And they said, why? And I said, because it's great to get a look at all of our teams here. Support our other county schools as well. And it's always good just to see some good football. And I
That's right. Yeah,
I'm particularly looking forward to Bogue and Loyd Star. I think that's really going to be a good game.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing all these schools playing tonight. Like I said, we were watching West Lincoln. We don't get to see these other teams, until we play them.
Right.
So it gives us an opportunity to look at some different football as well.
They're going to try it one more time as Raines has it slapped away.
Yeah, pass knocked down.
Number 7, I hope I say this right, Riley Freelow.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Freelow there also. It looked like he knocked that one down. He was
another senior there for the Hornets. He was right there on Raines.
I mean, he was. It was great work there from, I don't know if it was he's actually listed as a safety, so I guess they had him walked up right there, kind of playing.
Yeah. He was kind of right there near the line of scrimmage, though, but definitely in the right place to make a play happen.
Yeah, maybe an outside linebacker position, just walk down or something.
That's kind of what it looks like there, yeah. So I'm going to try it once again. 24 seconds on the clock. Raines going to try a pass once again. Goes deep. Got Dalen Adair out once again, and again just goes right out of his hands.
Yeah, great.
And he would have been gone if that had happened.
I mean, it was great work by Dalen right there, and a good pass by Raines too. It's just not quite. And if he had another step, I believe he would have been right under it there. So
yeah, so that's going to bring up. What is that? 4th down? Yeah, 4th down.
4th down. We got enough time on the clock.
And
here.
long. Yeah, got time for at least one more play. 19.2 seconds to go. I tell you, Adair's got some wheels, man.
Yeah,
he got out there quick.
He does. Well, like we got Blaze Lilly, number 21's on punt. I guess it looks like they were lined up in a punt formation.
Yeah, they were. Now Coach Smith are going to call another timeout.
Is he going to check that off, or we're going to try something different? We got time to run one more.
I say run a play.
I say we run a play. Yeah,
we got nothing to lose.
Yeah, we don't kick it away. What are they going to do? Barely have time to get over football.
You know what? I say try that pass play one more time.
I do too. Let's see Adair get his hands on that one. I'm really looking forward to seeing that the rest of this season there. If they can get the timing worked out on that and get him off the line another half step, he's going to have a dynamite play right there with that one.
Now the Bears still showing a punt formation with Lilly ready to receive the snap. And yep, that's what's going to happen. Little low punt there, going to roll. And going to fall dead at about the 41-yard line of Loyd Star. 11 seconds to go, so Loyd Star have one more opportunity to run an offensive play. Gives the Bears obviously another opportunity there on defense to kind of try to sharpen their skills a little bit. Lilly, of course, if you didn't know, is the goalkeeper for the soccer team. And I got to say, some of the games we covered last year, that kid is a brick wall when he really gets going, man. Soccer team, they had some struggles last year, but Lilly has several big saves for the Bears soccer team last season. So good to have him as part of the football team.
I like to see athletes play in different sports. I mean, they got something to contribute, and I see I understand you have your love, of what you want to play, but I really like to see these athletes cross over and help out their fellow student athletes in different, if they can help out.
And actually, there's several soccer team members here on the football field.
Yeah, you've got a lot of baseball players out there as well as basketball players as well. I mean, like I said, you just like to see, I like to see kids play in different sports.
What in the world was that? Did you see that?
Yeah, it looks like number 11, Paxton
Zumbro. Or no, you're right. That was Satterfield. Now they're going to call offset and unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
I don't really know how you can have an unsportsmanlike conduct when you're on your back getting hit in the face, but whatever.
I don't agree with that either, but. Of course, if I'm an official, I'll be honest, I would hate to write an ejection report on a scrimmage game, but honestly, I do think that should have been an ejection.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, they're going to line up one more time. We got 0.1 seconds on the clock. And they're going to run the play.
Yeah, good gang tackle there by the Bears. We got number 72, number 4, number 20, and number 18. Yeah, that's great. I can't get all these names out that quick, but it was great work by the Bears there on that last play.
Absolutely. All right, so final score of this game is going to be West Lincoln 0, Loyd Star 21. As we'll get ready for the next one here, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back in just a few moments. We'll kind of reset the graphics and everything, let the teams get warmed up and swapped over. So give us a little bit. We'll be right back here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
the Bears Sports Network.
Game 2 of the Lincoln County Jamboree kicking off here in Flea Hop as Bogue Bobcats taking on the Enterprise Yellow Jackets. And I'm going to be honest, both teams are wearing white, so this might be in white hats.
Yeah.
So this might be a little hard to keep up with.
Right.
We're going to try our best.
It'll be confusing here, but we'll do the best we can to bring you the action as we see it.
So, okay, looks like
Bogue is going to be kicking off wearing white and blue hats.
Well, some of them are wearing white. You can see the guys up front. They're wearing white helmets. Or those are Enterprise guys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, so
I was a little discombobulated.
Yeah, number 42. Bogue is going to be kicking this one off. Looks like they had a little
wind issues. Bentley Stump.
Stump is the kicker, a junior from Bogue.
So glad to be bringing you all of the games here of the Jamboree here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network, and the kickoff there. Headed straight for the Yellow Jackets and going to be downed at about the 25.
Taken by number 4, Darren Kennedy from Enterprise.
Kennedy, a sophomore for the Yellow Jackets. Ball going to be spotted, I believe, at the 30. Kind of where we've been getting things started all night. Again, a great opportunity to see both of these teams in action. West Lincoln will be taking on both of these teams later in the year. And Bogue, of course, going to be a region opponent.
Looks like we got is that Giles Williams, number 2, playing quarterback, backfield junior for.
That is him, and he's going to keep it.
Enterprise.
Finding a hole to his right. Got a flag on the play as he's brought down at about the 39-yard line, or the 34, rather. And do have a flag in the backfield, so this may be coming back. We'll see kind of what they're going to do here. And did you see a signal?
No, I didn't. I didn't catch that.
Well, they did take it back about 10, so I guess it was holding there on the Yellow Jacket. I think that's the Yellow Jacket. Like I said, they're both wearing white, so we're going to have to kind of do the best we can here for this game. And another keeper, and taken out of bounds and near the 25-yard line.
Yeah, good reception there by Steeler, number 12, for the Enterprise team. Get that ball and get some of those yards back. They lost there in penalty yards.
Several Bobcats there on the effort to drive him out of bounds. So again, just getting started here with the Bobcats and the Yellow Jackets squaring off. 11:39. So we are just getting started here. The Enterprise in the pistol, going to hand it off. And I believe that was Trip Harris.
Yeah, big tight end linebacker, junior Trip Harris, taking the ball in the backfield and
plowing through those Bobcats.
Bowling right on through the Bobcats there, that's for sure.
So 3rd and long coming up here for the Yellow Jackets as they come back to the line.
Yeah, looks like they're going to leave him in the backfield and maybe try that again.
Yeah, I'd expect that to. They're going to run the same play and everything.
All right.
Trips out to the left, and he actually is going to be back to pass. Going to his right, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, another pass to Steeler Lambert, the junior, number 12, for the Hornets.
So 4th and long coming up for the Hornets, or for the Yellow Jackets, rather. And I believe we're going to see a punting situation here.
Hornets, Yellow Jackets, what did I say?
I think he said Hornets.
I'm sorry.
We're only used to doing one game a night.
I know. I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm just going to say Enterprise.
So Enterprise looks like they are in a punt formation.
I don't want to get bit by either a Hornet or a Yellow Jacket.
Neither do I. I believe it's going to be Jaden Poole back to receive for the Bobcats. And actually, it's going to be, I'm going to say that's right, Jalen Powell. And he's just going to down the ball at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about Brandon Mancuso's first year here at Bogue. I think he comes from Prentice Christian, if I'm not mistaken. And we were talking earlier off air. His dad, Lance, looks like he's gracious with his presence tonight. I think I see Lance Mancuso on the sideline. Coach from over in Jeff Davis County. I think he's with Jeff Davis County. But he had a great run over there at Bassfield and Jeff Davis County. So looks like he's over here tonight supporting his son. First game with the Bogue Bobcats.
Always good to see the families coming out and supporting each other.
That's right.
I'm actually trying to find Bogue Chitto's page on here. There it is. We could give you some information on that. Quarterback keeper there, actually for Jalen Powell, keeping it for the Bobcats and evading several tackles.
Yeah, great.
And touchdown for the Bobcats.
Yeah, great run by Jalen right there. He's slipped through that line, and I don't know if that's his shoe or somebody ran plumb out of his shoe.
Ran plumb out of his shoes, man. Yeah, I think that.
No,
that's a quarterback. No, that's a lineman.
Yeah.
Who was that? That was Elijah James going to grab his shoe back.
Number 63. Yeah.
Point after coming up for Bogue Chitto as they already up to a 6-0 lead. I don't remember Powell much from last season, but he's going to be dangerous.
Yeah. Ran out of his shoe and running on them Nike socks like he's got a sponsorship.
And the kick going to be up and through the uprights, and that's good.
Yeah, good kick right there by number 42.
Yeah, that was 42.
Stump.
Bentley Stump, yep. So Bobcats already up to a 7-0 lead over Enterprise. As Enterprise getting ready to take their first kickoff. So Mancuso, trying to bring this up here. He was at Prentice Christian. Only 1 year as head coach is what they have here.
Okay. I thought he was there a few more years than that.
But nonetheless, it wouldn't show on here if he was an assistant somewhere after that. But, yeah, he was at Prentice Christian. You were right about that. So the Bobcats getting ready to kick off. And good kick there. And going to be downed by number 4, Darren Kennedy. And so the Yellow Jackets go to work on their first attempt at offense.
Like I said, like we stated earlier, they're not returning these kicks tonight.
No.
Just I imagine for safety reasons, and like I said, this field's really wet, so it's no need to get these guys hurt. Trying to return a kick tonight. I mean, we really just want the kickers and the line to see the little pressure there.
So formation got twins out to each side and going to have a flag on the play as the ball is being handed off to Darren Kennedy.
Yeah, looks like we false started that one. Near side official, I think. And may have been showing a little motion.
Yep, showing false start there on the signal. Single back formation there for the Yellow Jackets. And who was at QB? Did you see? Was that Giles Williams, number 2?
Yeah, I think he's still back there. Give me just a minute. Yeah, that's still Giles Williams back there, quarterback.
All right. So we'll see if he goes back into that single back formation that he was in just a moment ago. And no, actually looks like it'll be in the pistol this time. And going to hand it off to, let's see, it was handed off to Trip Harris and brought down quickly by a host of Bobcats there near the original line of scrimmage.
Looks like maybe number 75 for Enterprise was able to get on that Bo Williams and recover that. And
yeah, it did come loose.
There.
The ball spotted, I believe, at the 32, 33-yard line.
There's still positive yardage there for Enterprise, but
second down and 8 coming up for Enterprise. Back in that pistol formation, trips out to the right. Takes a snap, back to pass is Williams looking for a target, finds somebody as he's being tackled, and ball going to fall incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Steeler Lambert.
Yeah, Steeler was set up on that one, and I thought he had a chance at it. It's good coverage there by Bogue. They had plenty of guys downfield there to cover.
Yep.
Pass there.
A lot of good defensive pressure there by the Bobcats. So that's going to bring up third down and about 8. 9:47 to go here for the Jackets and the Bobcats. And they'll be back in the pistol formation. Twin receivers out to each side. Going to have motion. Darren Kennedy faking a handoff. As Williams keeps it, gets a first down, and then some evade. Several Bobcats still on his feet. And he is off to the races, and he is going to find the end zone for a touchdown for the Enterprise Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, great work by Giles Williams there. Found that sideline and then was able to cut back inside and evade a few tackles right there at the end and break that open field down the middle. That was great work by him there for sure. So.
Great execution there by the Yellow Jackets as they are just now point shy of tying this up. Hey, the Yellow Jackets might be pretty dangerous this year. They got some speed on them.
Speed for sure. The big offensive line there is able to put down some blocks.
Kick to be attempted by J.D. Abrams. And the new net that was hung up in the
no, that's going to be Giles Williams kicking again. You're on the wrong
Oh,
page.
it is. Okay. No, I thought it was number 7, but it's number 2.
Oh, 2, yeah. It's really hard to tell. There's not a lot of 2 on that team for some reason.
And they ended up not kicking. So I guess they just called it no good, and they're done. All right, so 7-6 your score. Bogue Chitto in the lead just barely after that great execution on offense there by the Yellow Jackets. As the Bobcats are awaiting the kickoff. Trying to see who's back deep to receive. I got to get some binoculars.
We have to go take a trip to the eye doctor. Have to up our prescription.
Maybe.
Birthdays.
I usually go in January, and my eye doctor said, "How have you not had stronger bifocals?"
Yeah, I had to upgrade this year too. So. Like I said, birthdays.
So getting ready to kick things off here once again. Still trying to figure out who is back deep to receive for the Bobcats.
Looks like we got Jaden Poole back there, number 5, and then I think that's number 7, Jalen Powell. Yeah, deep to receive, and of course
Poole, another dangerous piece of speed for the Bobcats.
And then we got Steeler Lambert's going to kick off. Number 12, Steeler Lambert.
So awaiting the kickoff. Apparently didn't have everybody up on the line like they should have been. Looks like we're ready to go now.
I don't know if that whistle was start or if that whistle was not start. I don't know.
Well, they just blew it in. I think he was given the ready to play. Now it's going to be down by Jalen Powell. So, again, going to get started off on the 30-yard line are the Bobcats. 9:32 to go. Bobcats up 7-6 over the Yellow Jackets. And, again, thanks for joining us here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Glad to be bringing you all of the games tonight of the Lincoln County Jamboree since we're hosting it here in Flea Hop.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, happy to have everybody join us tonight.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Especially if you're from another Lincoln County school. Check it in the comments. Let us know that you're watching.
That's right. Welcome.
Next Friday night, West Lincoln will be at Centerville Academy taking on the Tigers. Of course, they had a change in head coach themselves. We'll talk more about that in a little bit as we got back to action here. And Bobcat showing off some of that dangerous speed. I believe that was Maddox Cooper there on the carry.
Was it Cooper or Waldrop, number 1?
Actually, it was Waldrop. You're right.
Great.
Some of these
great
numbers
carry.
are a little hard to
I know they're great.
see.
Yeah, great carry. And we're not used to these guys either. So y'all, we
Please
apologize
bear with
in
us.
advance. That's right. We're not used to these numbers or names, so we're having to find them as we see them there. So great work to the ones that made the tackle there. I wasn't able to pick up those numbers.
You know, I said earlier I was really looking forward to Bogue Chitto and Loyd Star, but we're seeing a dandy one here right now.
Yeah, both of these teams here look very evenly matched and playing some good ball here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little early movement there on the line as we have some laundry on the field. I believe this is going to go against Enterprise.
Yeah, Eli Nichols on that far side, defensive end position. Big, tall defensive end over there is a sophomore. Just got a little excited. That happens.
Yeah, a little jittery, but they were showing blitz. He was ready to go.
That's right.
And some of the crowd didn't like the call. Or no, he forgot to march off the yardage, I think. Or no, he got.
What are we going the wrong way for?
I thought it was against Enterprise.
I did too. Maybe it was Bogue Chitto. I don't know.
Well, either way, it's 1st and 5.
Yeah, it was against Enterprise. They went right, Jonathan. We're backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Handoff went almost to the right. Not much happening on that one. May have lost a yard, actually. And I think that was Waldrop once again on the carry.
I think the officials went the wrong way first, and that's what threw us off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was thoroughly confused.
I think the official went the wrong way, and that's when his Bogue Chitto fans reminded they had gone the wrong direction, and they decided to go the other direction.
I was wondering what was going on because I didn't see anything really happening.
I know.
So.
We got confused there. We definitely called the penalty as we saw it, and we got confused on which way we were going. So.
All right, so did lose about a yard on that play, so 2nd down and about 6, maybe 7 to go. And hand it off once again. I believe it's going to be to Jaden Poole. And Poole going to be close to a 1st down there as he's brought down by a host of Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, great work by Alex Roberts, number 17, the quarterback for the Bobcats.
About a yard shy.
Read there and go ahead and give that ball away instead of keeping it going around the edge there. As it worked out for positive for the Bobcats.
So, yeah, going to be 3rd and about 2 to go. I thought he'd gotten maybe another yard on that. Maybe even 3 to go. But nonetheless, here we go as the Bobcats come back to the line. Single receiver out to the right. Motion in the backfield. Handed off once again. Going to be handed off to Poole once again as he gets brought down at about the 30. That's going to be good for a Bobcat 1st down.
Yeah, great run by Poole. Unfortunately, he found the wettest spot of the field right there to fall down in. I didn't know we had a spot that was that wet. Like we were talking earlier, the field is drained great, but he found
except for that one spot at about the 30.
That's right, one little divot there. But great run by Jaden Poole there. I know the Bobcats are looking forward to watching him again this year, as he was a formidable opponent last year in that running back position, and really exciting to watch him play.
6:44 to go for the Bobcats and Jackets as Bogue Chitto comes back to the line of scrimmage at the 30. Going to hand it off to Powell, going to his left, finding some room, still on his feet. And he's going to get a 1st down and then some, brought down somewhere around the 10, maybe just inside the 10. As the Bobcats are in the red zone and knocking on the door once again.
Yeah, great run right there. Quarterback set him in motion and was able to get the ball to him, slip around the edge.
So 1st and goal coming up for Bogue Chitto. As they come back to the line, similar setup to what they had a moment ago. And going to hand off to to Poole once again. Poole finding the end zone. And that's going to be.
Yeah, I think he got there.
Yeah, they signaled a touchdown. Yeah. Touchdown.
It was
a
great hit right at the line, though. And I didn't know if it was. It's hard to tell. Like I said, you can't see the lines from here, but they did signal offside that he did get there.
Yeah, I saw the official on the far side. He signaled touchdown. The white hat did finally. So.
Yeah.
13-6 now your score as Bogue Chitto gets ready for the point after. Again, 6:19 to go, so still plenty of time for both of these teams to execute some plays. And awaiting the snap. And going to slip. And that's going to be all she wrote. So no good on the attempt. Score's going to remain 13-6 in favor of the Bobcats. Want to take just a moment to thank our sponsors here. Appreciate them supporting us here on BSPN. Christie, Alpha Insurance, Macomb, Bank of Brookhaven, Southwest Mississippi Nephrology, Snow Shack, and WL Nutrition. Corey Myers, think about them Insurance, Brookhaven. Bank of Franklin and Farm Bureau of Lincoln County. Appreciate all your support here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. And like we said a little while ago, still got plenty of sponsorship room available. So if you are a business or know of a business that would be a good fit for BSPN, send us a message, send me a text. My number is one of the graphics on the Facebook page. Love to talk to you and get you on board supporting our student athletes.
Yeah, most definitely. We'll take all we can get on sponsorships. Good way to get your business name out there, reach a demographic you may not have thought about in the past.
And ball going to be downed inside the 20 at about the 15. Should come out to the 30, I believe. But, yeah, I could tell numbers all day long, but one thing I can tell you is that we do, number one, we do have a lot of viewers.
Yeah, a lot of viewership on BSPN. And these games are watched Monday through Thursday, before it's back on again, Friday night. So I know I definitely go back and watch games and games from years previous, you know. So it's
and we definitely have a loyal viewership as well.
That's
people
right.
tune in every time we got a live stream. Doesn't even matter what the sport is.
That's right. We definitely enjoy knowing that these folks are watching and to hear them, say that we watched y'all. And like I've said in the past, we've got folks that watch that don't even really have any affiliation other than just like to watch, So they.
Absolutely. And believe that was to Steeler Lambert, that pass once again. And it's going to be no good as it brings up 2nd and 10. And I actually got a story of a soccer game we aired last year. We had a viewer from England.
That's right.
And, chiming in. And actually, he really enjoyed the soccer coverage. He was not expecting.
I remember. Yeah,
he was not expecting the level of play that he saw from some boys in Mississippi.
That's
I can tell you that.
Southwest Mississippi at that. Yeah,
he was.
I think if you remember correctly, he watched several games.
He did. He tuned in a few more times.
Yeah, he was a loyal fan there before it was all said and done, enjoying some.
So your business even getting promoted worldwide.
That's right. It'll help you. Let's go.
Fresh set of downs coming up for the Yellow Jackets. As I was running my mouth and totally missed what happened, but it was a good play.
That's right.
Both teams, again, just seeing some really good effort out of both of these teams as we get down to 5:43 to go. But both of these teams, very formidable opponents. As handoff going up the middle, only gaining about a yard or two there.
Gavin Avrele? Sophomore running back, number 33. I don't know if I'm getting that last name correct, but
Arvalo.
Arvalo. It's a great run by him, picking up a few yards right up the middle there from a young guy, sophomore position.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we mentioned earlier is probably should see a lot of these bench guys, maybe play on the JV team coming and doing getting some reps.
That's right. Not a lot of seniors on this Enterprise roster, from what I can tell here. So a lot of these guys younger, probably, maybe getting their first start tonight.
Yep.
And maybe we could have a lot that are returning, in the junior positions. But great teamwork here by this Enterprise team.
Williams kept it, got driven out of bounds, back to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10. As Williams and crew come back to work once again, still in that pistol formation with trips out to the left. And he is back to pass on a play action. Ended up keeping it. And still on his feet, evading some tackles. Going to get back up to about the 45 and be brought down. Gain of about 1, so that's going to bring up. I'm sorry?
I was going to say, Hayden Avance on the tackle right there. Great work by him, number 3. Senior linebacker there was able to pick him up.
4th and about 8 coming up. I expect another punting situation as the Bobcats are anticipating the same thing. I believe that's going to be Jalen Powell back deep to receive for Bogue Chitto. Just awaiting the snap at this point. And going to roll on the ground. He's going to get it off. And Powell going to go down it right in the 20. So the Bobcats going to go to work at the 30-yard line once again as they still lead 13-6 over Enterprise. I had our schedule pulled up. I got to go look for it. As the Bobcats getting ready to go back to work here on offense.
We got about 3 minutes, 13 seconds in this quarter. I'm sure the Bobcats will want to try and get on the board here one more time.
Actually, I lied. Next week, we're not going to be at Centerville Academy. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. As
it's like Paxton Waldrop carrying the ball right there.
Yeah, going to be near a first down, but I don't think he quite made it.
Senior running back.
Yeah, no, he didn't get as many yards. Going to be close to a first down there. Second down and about 1 to go.
Yeah, maybe a half a foot there. It was a good run.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and call it 1. All right, so I lied earlier. West Lincoln going to be facing off against Richton next week at Richton.
At Richton, okay.
And Powell getting the handoff, brought down by a host of Yellow Jackets. Lost a couple of yards. Nope, they're going to say he got the first down. I thought he lost a couple. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Bobcats. So, yeah, next Friday night we'll be at Richton taking on the Rebels. And then on September the 4th, we will be here at Perry Miller Field against Loyd Star.
Okay.
And that'll be the home opener here for the Bears. And let me bring up Enterprise and Bogue Chitto, and I'll give you what they're going to be up to. Enterprise going to be opening up at home next Friday night against North Forest, and Bogue Chitto will be hosting the Cobras of Weston.
Bobcats not able to get much going right there on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. So that's going to put them about 2nd and 9.
Yep, like you were saying, 2nd and 9 to go for the Bobcats.
This front line for Enterprise has gotten their wind here and a little stronger there, keeping containment.
Yeah, with the Bears on the road next week, Loyd Star will be hosting Perry Central next Friday night. So several teams going to be at home next week. So if you don't want to make the drive over to Richton next week, as we got a whistle to stop the play, our other 3 Lincoln County teams will be at home. BA in action tonight against Bowling Green.
I can't remember. They were at home tonight?
They are at home. And they've actually started live streaming.
Oh, really?
Yep. Adam Northam is pulling double duty, radio and live streaming
really?
for the Cougars. And you can find them on YouTube as well. I believe it's the Cougar Sports Network. I believe that's what they're calling themselves. Shout out to Adam. He's helped me out a lot. I've helped him out kind of get started with that. So good thing, even he mentioned, a lot of media people in the same place don't really help each other out very much. I said, man, you're not my competitor. We're all in this together.
That's right. Anything we do to help.
2nd and long coming up for the Bobcats. And showing a pass, trying to get it up to Jaden Poole, and does so. He's going to get a first down and a little bit more as he gets across the 50 near the 45, and it looks like the ball might have come loose, and the Bobcats or the Yellow Jackets are saying they have it.
Yeah, I think he lost that one, and I believe that's going to be recovered by Darren Kennedy, number 4 for Enterprise.
That is the way it looks here as Enterprise getting ready to go back on offense.
Yeah, he just spit that one out. I don't know if the tackle calls that. It could be wet football, but it's still bad for him, great for Enterprise.
Right. So Yellow Jackets have another. 57 seconds to go, so the Yellow Jackets get one more crack at it on offense. It looks like Bogue called timeout to kind of discuss some things. So, yeah, a lot of great high school football happening in the area next week. Let's see what Brookhaven's doing next week. I'll bring up their schedule here in just a second. Of course, they're looking to make another run at the state championship. And from all accounts, they've got an opportunity to do it as they will be at Lawrence County starting off their campaign next Friday night. I was hoping they were playing West Point during the regular season this year. Unfortunately not. That was a barn burner last year in the state championship game.
It was a good game.
I watched that one on live stream, and that was just, woo.
Yeah, it was a fun one to watch for sure.
It definitely was. 57 seconds to go as Enterprise gets ready to go back on offense. Ball going to be spotted at the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets coming up. Less than a minute to go. And then we got Bogue facing off against Loyd here in just a few minutes. We'll have that action here on BSPN. Snap. Back to pass. Under pressure. Throws it. Looks like he did connect.
Yeah, he was able to pull that one in there. Number 12.
Yeah, it's going to be Steeler Lambert taking up that pass. Get a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs coming up near the 40.
Yeah, great catch by him. Able to reel that one in under a lot of pressure there.
Yeah,
on his back
good throw by Williams.
Yeah,
being under pressure too.
Threaded the needle there.
So 1st and 10 coming up for Enterprise, just across. Well, we'll say just across the 40, maybe the 39.5-yard line.
I'll give him 39.5.
Back in a single back formation, 2 receivers out to each side. Gonna hand it off to Steeler Lambert once again. Lambert finding a hole. And going to be just across the line for a 1st down. So another fresh set of downs coming up for the Yellow Jackets. 13 seconds to go.
Yeah, the junior there, Steeler Lambert, we've called his name a lot tonight. I look forward to see what he does this season.
Absolutely.
He's going to be a great weapon to have on this Enterprise team for sure.
So 1st and 10 coming up as Bogue going to call another timeout to talk about it. As Enterprise has an opportunity actually to win the game. If they can get in the end zone and get a 2-point conversion, they'll come out with a W. And we say all that. Of course, these games don't count. But, like I said, you still want to win.
Yeah, that's right.
Still want to beat your rival.
That's right. I said you got to have some bragging rights Sunday morning at church.
That's right. And, and up next we got, I'm going to call it Possum Bowl Junior.
I guess so. That's what I'll go with too, yeah.
Another fresh set of downs for the Yellow Jackets coming up. Twin receivers out to each side once again. I'm thinking pass. Let's see. Snap. Hands it off. Gets it to Lambert once again. Lambert finds a hole, gets in the end zone.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
A great run by him right there, seeing a little hole and capitalizing on it. Like I was saying earlier, he's going to be a great weapon for this Enterprise team this year.
I hit the wrong button. That score should not have gone for Bogue. My apologies. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. And actually, no, this one came back.
It looks like a flag on the far side. I didn't see
it either. Okay, so I'm going to take that score off as well. As the officials are talking about it, this one might be coming back. Let's see what and they're going to wave it off. Touchdown count. All right, so I'm going to put that 6 back up. As Enterprise trails by 1 now with an opportunity to win with 6 seconds to go. So Bogue Chitto presumably will have an opportunity for a
okay.
Sorry about
I
that.
don't know if we lost video or not.
No, that was the screen I had to go to fix the scoreboard.
Okay.
So Bogue Chitto will have an opportunity here in just a moment for a Hail Mary.
We have the second largest light pole in the county.
I guarantee it. I wish they'd move that one back a few feet.
Sorry about that for anybody watching. We have the second largest light pole in the county. Only one any larger than that would have been the ones at the old field at Loyd Star.
Those were pretty big.
And they were about 2 foot off the sideline.
Aravalo in the backfield once again for the Jackets. Fakes the handoff, finds the end zone. And that's a good 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that's number 8, Isaiah Crawford, the
freshman tight end.
Yeah, great snag by him in the clean uniform tonight.
Wide open.
That's right, wide open out there. Should have seen him more tonight.
So the Yellow Jackets leading by 1. Is Bogue Chitto going to come back and get the kickoff and have an opportunity? Like I said, I would anticipate a Hail Mary pass.
Yeah, like I said, got to go for it here. You got 6 seconds. Let's go through the formality of the kickoff here.
You almost wish they would just spot them 30 and be done with it, you know?
Give them the ball.
Yeah, just let them go.
But, I mean, I got it. Our kickers need the opportunity to, to put their foot on one here. And although, like I said, we're not under live fire, it still gives everybody the opportunity to line up and the coaches to let the guys go through the motions for sure. So.
But, this has been an excellent ball game here tonight.
It's been great.
I'd love to see 4 quarters of this.
That's right.
So, and I'm sure let me check. I'm almost positive these two teams are playing each other later in the year. Yes, they are. October 9th at Bogue Chitto.
All right.
So that'll be a game to look forward to.
Yeah, that'll give them a lot of weeks there to fine-tune these offenses and get the personnel where they want them on the defense. And that should be a good game. That's pretty evenly matched tonight. So.
And that night we'll be hosting the Salem Wildcats. Or are they the Bobcats? They're the Wildcats. They're the Wildcats. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we'll be hosting Salem on October the 9th. So unfortunately, I won't get to go to Bogue Chitto and watch this game, but I tell you, if this is any indication, that is going to be a game to watch.
Yeah.
All right, so Bogue Chitto getting ready for a Hail Mary at the 30-yard line as they trail by 1 to Enterprise. 6.3 ticks left on the clock. You think they got it? We'll see.
They definitely got time for 1 here if they can.
2 if they hurry.
That's right. Get the personnel where they want them. Get the ball in there.
They may have a timeout left, too. Back in that pistol formation. Going to hand it off. Going to hand it off to Jaden Poole. Letting him go. Gets a good key block there. As Poole, trying to evade a tackle, finally gets knocked out of bounds right as the time expires. Oh, my goodness. He was almost off to the races.
I mean, that was a great run by Jalen.
He just got knocked out of bounds just barely, and, man, woo.
I mean, he was on fire coming around this side on the reverse right there. Great play by the Bobcats there, the final play.
Yeah, so
trying to get a few more points on the board.
Go ahead and mark October 9th on your calendar when these two teams square off in Bogue Chitto.
That's right.
I'm serious. If we didn't have a game that night, I would be there watching this game.
Be a good one to watch.
That's going to be an excellent ball game. So, Adam Northam, if you're listening at some point, think about sending a radio crew to that game because that's going to be a big game. I can guarantee it. All right, so that's all she wrote. Loyd Star going to get warmed up here as Bogue Chitto gets ready to square off against them in a preview of the Possum Bowl. And we'll have that right here in just a few moments on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. We'll be right back.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
All right, so they are ready to kick off here. They did not take long at all to get ready. As Loyd going to kick off. And Bogue Chitto set to receive. And, yeah, I'm going to call this Possum Bowl Junior.
Yeah, that's right. Good to see a little Possum Bowl here.
And a little squib kick there, going to get sent out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. And that's where I'm assuming that's where the ball is going to be spotted unless they give a penalty for that.
Coach still got it down there. Great reception out of bounds.
And we'll see where they spot that. And no, they're gonna give a penalty on that. So we're gonna go to the 35.
Out of bounds.
So that's where Bogue Chitto will go to work.
Bogue Chitto team fresh. Haven't been on the field the last quarter. Enterprise coming off of a quarter rest. Not
Loyd.
Get all my names right in a minute.
And going to hand off once again. And didn't see who got the ball. That was Tristan. I'm sorry. That was Paxton Waldrop getting the ball for the Bobcats and getting some good yardage there as he gets the first down just across the 50, or actually they could have spotted at the 50.
Yeah, great carry by him right there, picking up yardage, getting the first down.
So Bobcats going right to left on your screen. At least we can tell these two teams apart.
That's right, yeah.
So here we go. Going to hand it off once again. I believe it's going to be handed off to Powell. And he's brought down by a host of Hornets at the 45-yard line or near the 45.
Yeah, another good carry by Powell right there.
Actually, that was Poole.
Poole, yeah. Another good carry by him. As this Hornets defense works to get their holes filled up.
Second down at about 5 coming up for the Bobcats. This one might be another one that's kind of back and forth, as both of these teams just have very high-powered, speedy offenses. Hand it off once again. This time it is going to be to Powell as he's brought down. A couple of yards gained on that one. Again, another host of Hornets bringing him down, and a little jawing happening, it looked like. Again, these are big-time rivals, and if you've not heard of the Possum Bowl somehow, I would argue it's one of the most heated rivalries in the entire state. These two teams, when they get together, I haven't gotten to watch them together very often, but I do know they mix it up. They get together, and they just go at each other. Third down at about 4 to go, maybe 3 to go, right inside the 45. Snap going right up the middle, maybe close to a first down there. I believe that was Paxton Waldrop there on the carry. And going to be just shy of a first down. Fourth down and about 1 coming up. I think it's going to be 4th and 2. Only about 30 seconds gone from the clock. 9:30 to go.
A lot of football in 30 seconds.
Absolutely. Poole taking the handoff, going to his right, and brought down again. Very close to a first down. And I believe they're going to say he got it. Yep. Just barely got a first down. So fresh set of downs coming up for the Bobcats as Jaden Poole got enough of a run to move the chains. Ball spotted right about the 40-yard line. And these two teams will be playing each other, let's see, coming up on the 18th. September 18th is when the actual Possum Bowl is going to take place at Loyd. Actually, no, I was wrong, man. Hornets recovered the ball. I guess there was a fumble. I just didn't see it.
Yeah, I had looked down for a minute.
All right, so Loyd Star on offense. So, well, okay, maybe he was short of the.
I don't think he got there. I think that's what it was.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Thank you. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, ladies. Second down and about 8 coming up. Fortenberry in motion for the Hornets. Ball going to be handed off to Braden Richardson. Few yards gained on that. Going to bring up about third down and let's see where they spot it.
Yeah, Braden, big
third down and 4.
Senior fullback for Loyd Star. We saw him a lot in that first quarter carrying the ball.
The 3rd and 4 coming up for Loyd Star. So far, Bogue has done a really good job of keeping them contained. And timeout on the field as Loyd Star going to call timeout to kind of talk things over for a moment. And yeah, good to see these two teams getting to play and getting to carry a little taste of what's to come later on in September. Of course, both of these teams looking to improve on their 2025 campaigns. As we mentioned, Bogue last year going 8-4. Loyd Star 8-3 overall.
Yeah, both had great seasons last year. That's for sure. And I think we're going to see a lot of that this year as well from what we've seen tonight. Both these teams appear to be very strong, and they got the key personnel, where they need it, and a lot of returning players.
Absolutely. Some of the players to watch, certainly include Paxton Satterfield. Several of these guys that we've been calling out tonight, just going to be impact players for the Hornets. As the snap is taken and nothing happening on that one. And that's going to bring up 4th down coming up for the Hornets.
The Bobcats definitely had Richardson's number right there, and he was not able to get through the line there. They were able to pick that one up
very easily. So 4th down and about 4 coming up here for the Hornets. Taking the pass and going to be mishandled. And kind of surprised we didn't have a little extracurricular going on in the backfield, but no flags on that. And actually,
a little handsy on the coverage there too. But
for a second, I thought that was Spencer getting hit, but instead it was one of the linemen. A couple of the linemen there for the Bobcats and Hornets kind of mixing it up in the backfield. But no harm done. We have a fresh set of downs coming up here for the Bobcats as they take over on downs. Pistol formation for the Bobcats. Going to hand it off. Getting some room there to his right. It's Paxton Waldrop getting sent out of bounds.
Yeah, great run by Paxton right there. Getting that ball and seeing the hole and getting outside, getting on the sideline and picking up yards.
Again, high-powered offense is definitely going to be the name of the game for these two teams this year. As the chains are moved and a fresh set of downs coming up for Bogue. No score as of yet. And got we've had a lot of football in just a couple of minutes. 7:08 is what's showing on the clock, man. Wow.
Yeah, still all 0, but, I'm like you. We have seen a lot of ball. Bogue getting the plays in and getting the ball ran, pretty quick.
Powell getting some positive yardage there.
Another good run by Powell.
They're going to be very close to a first down there, I believe. Going to be about 2, maybe 3 yards shy. As they bring up second and about 3 to go.
Powell, the sophomore running back for the Bobcats, as we've said his name a lot of times tonight, as I look forward to hearing his name a lot through the season. I think we're going to see the Bogue Chitto Bobcats going to see a lot of good things out of him.
Absolutely.
In that running back position.
Absolutely. 10 seconds to go on the play clock as the Bobcats come to the line. And sending it up once again, up the middle. Nothing doing on that one. Big-time tackle there is number 79, Cedric Sanders, just right there. And believe that was Poole that the ball was handed off to. And Sanders was right there to stop him. So third down and still about 3 to go for the Bobcats. Going to hand it off to Waldrop. Waldrop getting near the 5-yard line. That should be enough to move the chains.
Another good run by him. He didn't quite as many as he thought he got. I think he's going to mark it off.
Well, he is good for a first down. First and goal coming up for the Bobcats.
Yeah, maybe the just inside the 10-yard line. So it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be about the 9, I think.
First and goal here for the Bobcats.
15 seconds to go. They're still in a huddle. Got some personnel issues happening as Alex Roberts runs onto the field. And 8 seconds to go as they come to the line. And gets the play off just as the play clock expired. Handed off real quick, but nothing able to do as the Hornets have that swarming defense once again to put a stop to it. No gain on that play.
Yep.
That brings up second down.
Yeah, hand off to the senior running back, Jaden Poole. Jaden Poole, I'm sorry, I said Jaden Poole.
Yeah, presumably Poole and Powell are going to be trading duties in the backfield this year. So definitely a double-barrel offense on the run for the Bobcats. Still no score, 5 minutes to go. As the Bobcats trying to get it off before the play clock expires and calling timeout right as it got down to 1 second. So the Bobcats down to 1 timeout as they avoid the delay of game there. So again, I want to thank our sponsors here for BSPN supporting our student athletes here at West Lincoln. Christie, Alpha Insurance, Macomb, Bank of Brookhaven, Southwest Mississippi Nephrology, Snow Shack, WL Nutrition, Corey Myers of Higginbotham Insurance, Brookhaven, Bank of Franklin, and Farm Bureau of Lincoln County. Appreciate your support of our student athletes here on BSPN.
And like we said earlier, we do have sponsorships available.
We certainly do. Love to talk to you. Love to get you on the air. You know, if you want your business spotlighted on all the live streams that we do for the entire year with football, basketball, soccer, baseball, and softball, $400. That's it. For the whole year, $400.
Great price.
And then we have sports-specific opportunities as well, like football. We got kickoff, timeout, halftime, and first down sponsorships available still. Basketball's almost sold out, but their timeout sponsorship is available. All that info can be found on our Facebook page. Love to talk to you. As the Bobcats go back to work and looking to pass, gets it off. Looks like it was thrown very short over to Powell. I believe that was Powell.
Yeah, Alex Roberts rolled out on that great pass. It's hard to tell. I think that's going to be Poole that caught that. Right?
Was it Poole? Okay.
Yeah. They're both over there together. I can't tell.
I'm going to see where they put the down marker. Looks like really no gain on that play. A good play, just didn't make anything happen with it.
Right.
So third down coming up for Bogue Chitto, third and goal. And they're taking their time for about just over 4 minutes to go. And still no score. Getting down to 1 second on the play clock, gets it off just as time expires. Powell getting the ball, maybe gaining a few. Going to be shy of the end zone, though. Again, a whole host of Hornets bringing him down. I can't really even tell where they're spotting it. Try to get a better look over here.
It looks like it's close to the goal line. I'm going to say it's only 3, maybe?
Yeah, it's inside the 5.
Yeah, I'm going to give them the 4 yard line. But it's hard to tell because you can't see the lines great from up here. The 15 inches of rain we got between the hours of 6 and 7.
Handed off. Believe that was Jaden Poole on the action once again. Loyd Star, host of Hornets, once again bringing him down.
Lord knows we needed the rain.
Yes, sir. You know, a lot of questions I want to ask God one day, and one of the questions is going to be after it didn't rain for over a month. Why did it have to rain
on Friday night?
On August 21st, right when we're getting ready to play football.
That's right.
Couldn't have waited just a little bit.
Right. Like I said, we'll take it. We can get it.
That's right.
I know there's a lot of people excited to get out here and play football tonight, and didn't want it to get rained out. So I'm glad it was able to push on through, and we were able to get the football in tonight. I know these kids are ready.
So 1st and 10 coming up for Loyd Stars. They take over on downs. 3:10 to go. Still no score. I tell you, the Possum Bowl is going to be a good one this year. I can already tell.
Yeah, really.
So Loyd Star, not much happening on that play. Maybe a gain of a couple.
Brendan Reed on the carry there, the senior fullback for Loyd Star, was able to pick up. I'm going to give him a solid 6.
Oh, he did pick up 6. Okay,
yeah.
He picked up more than I thought he did.
Yeah, I'm going to give him 6 on that one. By looking at 6 across the field there.
So, yeah, 2nd down and about 4 to go. As they come to the line. And going to hand it off once again. Few yards gained on that one as well. Maybe not. Maybe no gain on that play. They're not moving the down marker at all. Well, still 3rd and about 4 to go. As we get down to just over 2 minutes to go. And this is one of those you'd hate to see it end in a tie, but it's also going to be a testament to just how good these teams are.
Right. Yeah, a lot of defense here tonight.
Handed off once again. Gain of maybe 2 or 3 on that one. Going to be close to a 1st down, I believe. Yep, actually right over the line to gain. So fresh set of downs coming up for the Hornets. 1:48 to go.
Yeah, it looks like a couple players there visiting after the play. They're probably talking about their Sunday school lesson or something.
Going fishing tomorrow.
That's right.
So 1st and 10 coming up for the Hornets. 5 seconds to go on the play clock as they hurry to the line of scrimmage. And looks like they're going to call timeout right as the play clock expires, and they will.
Minute 37 seconds left in this quarter of football, and like I said, this has been a defensive battle right here.
I guarantee it. I tell you, it is going to be a tight ball game when these two teams meet in September.
Yeah, another good rivalry, and like I said, there'll be a lot of good football that night for sure. So.
Absolutely. You know, I'm the pastor at Johnston Chapel United Methodist Church in Pike County. And when we started BSPN, I was the pastor at Adams, which is right up the road from West Lincoln. So that's how I ended up here. But talking about Johnston Chapel, Chris, he preached at Adams a few times, Andy Stoddard.
Yeah, no Andy.
I guarantee you, he looks forward to the Possum Bowl every year. He just moved to a church in Starkville. And it's not going to surprise me at all if he makes the drive down here for the game.
Yeah, he's a big Bogue Chitto guy.
Yeah, he graduated from Bogue Chitto. He went to his home church is Johnston Chapel. That's the connection there. But he graduated from Bogue Chitto. His wife, Holly, graduated from Loyd Star.
Oh, really?
There you go.
They took the Possum Bowl to the whole next level. Huh?
Absolutely. The house divided.
That's right. Battling it out.
1st and 10 for the Hornets. As another running play there. I'm having a hard time seeing who's actually getting the ball. I think we got some fresh legs in there for the Hornets. Just because of the angle, it's just a little hard to tell exactly what's going on. Down to close to 1:10 to go. Still no score.
Yeah, there may be a few fresh personnel out there for the Hornets. Just want to see
Spencer back to pass, connects. That's going to be good for a first down, but nothing more happening as far as that goes. Brought down at about the 35-40-yard line. We got a flag on the play.
Yeah, great catch by number 2, Paxton Zumbro, the senior wide receiver for the Hornets. I may have a little extracurricular activity out of bounds.
Yeah, I thought I saw a face mask possibly.
Yeah. Couldn't tell if it was that or if it was after the play out of bounds, but at any rate, there is a flag down over there, so we'll see how this is marked off.
I thought somebody was down, but it looked like it was just a helmet on the ground. So we'll see what the white hat has to say. And going to march off several yards against the Hornets. And it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against the Hornets, or against the Bobcats, rather. And, yeah, I believe they are going to say it was a roughing call, so.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Bogue Chitto staff's excited about that call. I don't know if they saw something different than everybody else did. But
Coach Mancuso is not happy.
Yeah, definitely going to speak his piece from over here and stay within his.
Little toss over to Tristan Fortenberry as he gets chased out of bounds at about the 45. Gain of about 4, maybe 5 on that one, depending on where they actually spot it. I thought he got run out at about the 45, just inside Bogue Chitto territory. 41 seconds to go. Second down and about 6 or 7 to go. Spotted the ball at the 47-yard line. Spencer awaiting the pass, or the snap, rather, once again. Fortenberry in motion. Spencer back to pass. Under pressure. Trying to find an open target. Going to end up keeping it. And brought down at about the line of scrimmage by a host of Bobcats.
Yeah, great. Which I don't have a number 50. I don't have a number 55 on the Bogue Chitto list, but that's a great stop by him picking that up. So I don't know who that is, but shout out to him because he did a great job right there.
Clock continues to run. 13 seconds to go. Hornets going to try to get one more play off here as they're facing 3rd and long. 5 seconds to go as they come to the line of scrimmage. And going to get the snap off. Spencer passes. Tried to pass to Fortenberry right as time expires. And this one going to end in a tie at 0-0. I tell you what. Another one to mark your calendar for on September 18th.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one to see for sure. Like I said, that gives both these teams another couple of weeks to fine-tune, and I think you're going to see another great ball game there when these teams match up again.
Absolutely, and that game taking place, I believe, at Loyd Star. No, it's going to be at Bogue Chitto. And we're away at McLaurin that night, so I might have to make the drive over to Bogue Chitto and
that's right.
Watch a good ball game.
Thanks again for Bogue Chitto and Loyd Star tonight, and you fans you brought.
Absolutely.
We want to say a big thank you to you guys, and good luck the rest of the season. And we look forward to hearing about y'all's season and how it progresses as we go.
And look forward to playing both of these teams later in the year.
That's right.
All right, so the nightcap coming up. Enterprise and West Lincoln about to square off, so we'll take a timeout, get things reset, and we'll be back in just a moment here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
West Lincoln and Enterprise getting underway here for the final game of the evening here at the Lincoln County Jamboree. Possum Bowl Jr. ended in a tie a few moments ago, so you missed a really good one if you tuned away, as West Lincoln taking the kickoff. And we'll go on offense first. Of course, in the first game, they're Bears facing off against the Hornets. Kind of took it on the chin, so looking to do a little bit better.
Yeah, like I said, get the jitters out. Let's get back to the football here.
As they come to the line of scrimmage, of course, we saw with Enterprise earlier, they're not going to be any joke this year, so this could be a very precarious situation for the Bears.
That's right. Bears on 2 quarters of rest here, Enterprise on 1 quarter, so they're both rested up and both ready to play football here, so we'll see how this turns out.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Bears as Tucker Raines awaits the snap. Going to hand it off. I believe that was to Ben Stegris. And going to be wrapped up there. So no gain on the play.
Looks like the number 13's battled it out there. I think number 13, Trip Harris, had number 13 Ben Stegris' number before he could really get his hand on the ball and get to the line of scrimmage there. So
going to remain 2nd down, 10 yards to go. So, again, no gain on the play. No loss either. Ball still spotted at the 30. Raines and Stegris in the backfield once again. Raines taking the snap, looks to pass, going up, and unable to connect as the pass is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, a little short there for Ty Dice out there. It would have been a great reception and some great yardage there. But like I said, the pass just a little short, and you can tell this is the young Bears offense is still working on timing issues and getting everything dialed in. And it's a great opportunity to get some real world experience here. So.
3rd and 10 to go for West Lincoln as they come back to work. 2 receivers set out to the left. Stegris and Raines still in the backfield. Raines looking to pass, but under pressure. Going to keep it, but get run out of bounds at the 25. So that's going to bring up 4th and long for West Lincoln. Coach Smithard and Tucker having a little conversation.
Yeah. Maybe a little mixed up or confusion there. Looks like we are going to roll out the punt team.
Yeah, Blaze Lilly back to punt for West Lincoln. Right under a minute gone. And you might notice a new long snapper this year is Landon Anderson. Went to, I believe, a couple of different long snapper camps this year.
Yeah, he's really been working hard at that this summer and this offseason.
Good snap. Punt is up. And going to take a roll across the 50. And Ty Dice going to down it at the 45. So Enterprise is going to take over. And we'll see what they do against this Bear defense. Ball going to be spotted at the 46.
We look to see big things out of Ty Dice this year. He got some playing time last year, a little timid, a little young, and you can tell he's matured and seeing the ball and seeing the field a lot better. So looking forward to seeing him this year, number 33.
Giles Williams back in the quarterback slot for the Yellow Jackets as he awaits the snap. And going to hand it off. Like the handoff was to Trip Harris. As Harris not getting much on that one as he tried to go up the middle, but a whole host of Bears putting a stop. I know I saw Dawson Smith there and Brady Anders also on the tackle.
Yeah, both big D linemen right there able to get him stood up until they could get some help.
The 2nd down and about 8 coming up for the Yellow Jackets. And Williams awaits the snap. Gets it. Going to hand it off once again. Back to Harris. Harris getting some room this time. Going to get across the yard to gain, or line to gain. Going to be brought down at about the 42-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Enterprise.
Yeah, Gavin Porter and Blaze Lilly on the tackle right there. I said gave up yardage, but stopped a bigger play from happening.
So fresh set of downs for Enterprise coming up. They're on the far hash mark from the press box. Trips out to the right. Hands it off once again. And got some room as he's going to get another 1st down. Trip Harris kind of came off the seat near the 25 or 26. Looks like is where we're going to spot it. Another 1st and 10 coming up for the Jackets. Stephen Poole coming off for the Bears. Like might have been limping a little bit. Trips out to the right once again. And pass intended for Darren Kennedy.
Yeah, just over his reach there, right off his fingertips.
Kennedy, a sophomore wideout for the Yellow Jackets. So again, seeing several new faces for both teams this year. But definitely, kind of the same for the Bears as it is for the Yellow Jackets. It's like for Enterprise, kind of the core of last year's team is still in place.
Right.
Motion in the backfield for Enterprise. And Williams going to keep it. Going to get the 1st down and then some as he evades tackle. Finally sent out of bounds. Going to be somewhere near, I believe, the 10-yard line. Enterprise and West Lincoln has a little bit of a connection as former West Lincoln head coach Brad Bland, one of the assistants for Enterprise.
Yeah, Coach Bland over there. I guess he's working on the line, coaching the line there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. They're going to be just shy of the 10. Looks like they spotted at the 13-yard line. So 1st and 10 coming up again for the Yellow Jackets. As Williams awaits the snap. And trying to get it over to Darren Kennedy. And not sure. I believe the pass was complete. Nope, going to be incomplete. So incomplete pass going to bring up 3rd down for the Yellow Jackets. 8:35 to go. Or no, 2nd down, I'm sorry. Bogue Chitto making their way out of the bus parking lot. 2 buses for them, so they definitely got a big team this year.
Is that all Bogue Chitto or is that Loyd Star?
I don't think Loyd Star's left yet.
Loyd Star still over there. Okay.
Quarterback keeper for Enterprise. Final, I thought it was going to be a keeper. Passes the ball, was going to be incomplete. It was intended. Let's see, I believe it was intended for Steeler Lambert.
I couldn't see.
And going to be incomplete. As I believe he was actually out of bounds. He caught the ball, but I believe he was actually had a foot out of bounds. So yeah, I believe that was Lambert. What that was intended for. 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Jackets. And twin receivers out to each side. Takes the snap. Williams keeps it, tries to go up the middle. Nothing happening on that as a host of Bears put a stop to him like a brick wall.
Yeah, another great tackle by Ben Seagrass there with a help. Several other Bears.
A great effort on defense by the Bears. It's going to bring up 4th down situation for the Yellow Jackets. I'm thinking they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to lay up right here. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it. Is it 4th down? Or is it...
It's 4th down. 4th and still 10. The long yard situation here on fourth down for the Yellow Jackets. As Williams awaits the snap, got motion in the backfield, hands it off. And it's going to be Darren Kennedy on the handoff. And looks like did he get in the end zone?
Yep, he did.
Okay.
Great juke, great footwork by him, able to cut back there midfield and
But he must have just barely got in. I wasn't even sure if he had gotten in, but you were right. They did finally give the signal that it was good. So Enterprise up 6-0 now as we await the point after attempt. Lined up for the kick. Snap is down. Kick is up, and it's good. And didn't even see who was the kicker for Enterprise. Oh, that was Darren Kennedy doing the kicking duties for the Yellow Jackets. As they are up 7-0 over our West Lincoln Bears, but still a lot of time to go here in this game. 7:36 to go. Trey Woodard entering his 8th season as the head coach of the Yellow Jackets. Looking to improve on their record last year of only one win last year. Unfortunately, I believe that one win was against us.
Yeah, they I don't know if they lost a lot last year, if they had a young team last year.
They had a very young team last year.
They got a lot of juniors on this roster this year, so maybe just a young team. Yeah, it's like I've joked and said, the Katrina babies are all gone now. You know, the ones that were a product of the Hurricane Katrina, all those 06, 07 babies. All of those are graduated out now. So a lot of places to fill there.
But I can tell there's been a lot of growth in this Yellow Jacket team. Bears certainly doing a good job of making them earn it. But Yellow Jackets are going to be a formidable team in Region 7-2A this year.
Yeah, for sure.
As we await the kickoff. And it's up. And going to be downed by Dalen Adair. Yeah, Yellow Jackets are in 2A. West Lincoln's still in Region 7-1A. If you're already thinking of the playoffs, because remember, we're in a 4-team region, so we're going to the playoffs one way or another. This year's first-round opponent is out of Region 5.
Oh, they flipped it around this year.
They flipped it around a little bit this year. So you're looking at Noxapater, Nanawaya, McAdams.
Okay, a little further north.
Yeah. So that'll be our opponent going into the playoffs this year. Only question, of course, is going to be about seeding.
Yeah.
And then they're doing reclassification probably in September or October. As first snap on offense for this series. Gain of a couple maybe there. I believe that was Landon Anderson on the carry, and it was.
Great work by him to pick up
about three.
Yeah, 3.5, maybe 4 yards. Good work by Landon there.
We'll call that 2nd and 7. Yeah, Landon got into running back several times last year as well. So good to see Coach Smithart still utilizing him in that role.
Right. And it looks like he's back there again. So we'll see if he gives him another go at it.
Raines awaiting the snap and gets it, fakes the handoff, goes over to Ty Dice, or tries to rather, on a little lateral pass, and falls short. Or fell out of his hands, rather, I should say. So moving up to 3rd and 7 coming up. Yeah, talking with Coach Case over the summer, the new reclassification was going to be coming up. He's anticipating us staying in 1A.
I think we'd probably be another round in 1A.
So, yeah, like I said, they usually on reclassification years, they'll send that out toward the end of September, first part of October, and then they'll do region pairings the following month. I'll be honest, unless one of our region teams moves up, I think it's going to be much the same as it is now.
I think you're right.
So, Coach Smithart going to call a timeout to talk to his guys.
What time we got?
We got 6:51 to go. So this has been another kind of a slow burner here, but
yeah, that's right.
I gotta say the Bears putting forth a great effort against these Yellow Jackets. talking about, we were talking earlier, there's been growth by the Yellow Jackets for sure. We can see that. But, these Bears, faced a lot of adversity last year, really only getting one win, two, if you want to count the Salem forfeit. I've seen a lot of growth out of the Bears already this year. I think this is going to be potentially a very good year for West Lincoln.
Yeah, I think so too. Bears football's had a couple tough years, in the last, I'd say 5 or 6, So a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of these younger guys that are buying into this program, they've got the potential to have a great program here.
Yeah.
Definitely. You can tell that a lot of them are putting in the time and effort and the work, in the off season as this team has gotten bigger, and appear to be a little faster and stronger, as
Rain's
they do
under
every
pressure,
year.
trying to get rid of it, throws it. You could almost say, I don't know.
Throw that one away to
Glad
avoid.
He threw that one away. Yeah,
throw that one away to avoid the
say.
sack. It was a dangerous throw.
It was a very dangerous throw. I, for a split second, I actually thought they were going to call him on intentional grounding.
Yeah.
But thankfully, you were able to avoid all that. So, going to bring up 4th down. As Blaze Lilly going to come out to boot it for the Bears. But yeah, a lot of growth from these Bears so far that I've noticed. Just seems like a new attitude.
Yeah, Blaze is going to be great in that punter position. Taking the punting reins from the Parsons, the older of the 3 Parsons brothers we had on the team last year.
Yeah, a lot of Parsons in Flea Hop.
I mean, we did. We had 3 brothers on the high school football team last year, and I don't know that I've ever heard of that, having 3.
Yeah, first time I'd ever actually encountered anything in any point I've been around high school sports. 1st and 10 coming up for the Yellow Jackets. Ball spotted at the 25. I believe that's still Williams in at quarterback. And it is as he does a lateral pass over to Marquez Yarborough. Yarborough still on his feet. Brought down inside the 30, I believe near the 34-yard line, 33, 34-yard line.
Landon Anderson, Ty Dice, and looks like Big Dawson Smith, number 72, on that stop right there. Good game by Enterprise, but the Bears were able to get hands on him and slow that run down.
2nd down and 4 to go for the Jackets, as we got just over 6 minutes to go. And Enterprise leading 7-0 over West Lincoln. And going to be a handoff. And handed off to Trip Harris. He's going to get a 1st down as he gets brought down near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, the only thing Ty Dice could do with that one was get low, and he took his wheels out from under him. Great work by Ty Dice there facing the guy that probably outweighs him by 120 pounds.
Absolutely. Yeah, Harris,
Harris is a big guy.
He's a big guy. He can run. So, actually, they don't have his weight listed on the roster.
Junior.
He is a junior.
They do not have him listed as running back. They got tight end and linebacker, but tonight he has played running back and done a great job.
Done an excellent job. As Williams awaits the snap once again on 1st and 10, hands it off. And going to hand it off to Harris once again. As he gains another 1st down for Enterprise just across the 45. And do want to definitely give credit to these teams for getting their rosters uploaded to Max Preps, making our jobs a little easier.
Yeah, definitely easy for you to get access to it. Makes our job a lot easier too. So.
And Williams awaiting the snap. And fakes the handoff, going to keep it, going to go up the middle. Evading some tackles, still on his feet past the 1st down to gain. And going to get run out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
The Bears definitely got to wrap up here. We can't have any shoestring tackles, and I mean, like I said, this is young guys, and I mean, I know that. Still doing a great job getting to the football. You just don't have to wrap up and hold on. You get a hold of something, and so you can get some help over there to bring them down.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of holes on that play as well. Levi Parsons coming onto the field. 1st and 10 to go. Still changing out some personnel. Getting some of these younger guys some reps. Low snap, but he manages to get it. Good penetration there by Levi Parsons.
Great work by Levi coming in and taking control right there.
Yeah, tackle for a loss there. Going to bring up 2nd down and long for the Yellow Jackets. And loss of about 5 yards there. Great job there by Parsons. I mean, he was just right there in his face.
Yeah.
So 2nd and about 15 to go. Maybe 14. Nonetheless, it's long yardage. Trips out to the right. Snap, and now we got Laundry on the field. Had some movement earlier. Sometimes they'll throw the flag kind of on the side of where the team it's against, and they threw it on Enterprise's side, so we'll see if we're right about that. And nope, going to be offside on West Lincoln.
Yeah, like the 2 Parsons brothers were getting a little excited over there on the far side, and I think one of them, maybe both of them, might have been a little quick across the line there.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets after marching off the penalty.
I do look forward to saying their names a lot this year. I think we're going to see good things out of them over there.
I fully agree with
together. They probably beat each other's brains in daily, so they ought to have plenty of experience.
Williams getting chased. Going to keep it. Finds a hole. And finally gets knocked out of bounds. I believe it was Landon Anderson might have been on the tackle. Or rather knocked him out of bounds. Saving the touchdown, but right there bringing up a 1st and goal situation for the Yellow Jackets. Ran him out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. And Matthew Calhoun getting some instructions from Coach Smithhart. Down to 15 seconds on the play clock. Game clock showing 3:29. We'll see what the Jackets can do here. And whatever happens here, the Bears will still have some time to work with. And got a flag on the play. Little extracurricular happening after the whistle.
Yeah, I'm back to the 2nd largest light pole in Lincoln County. I didn't see any of that. So, but yeah, like we were talking about earlier, with these young guys, it's a big undertaking with a new head coach coming in, and of course, the football's still football, but
yeah.
The coach wants it done his way, and him, working with these guys and trying to get his way implemented and breaking some maybe bad habits or previous habits, and so you can see a lot of growth as we go throughout the year. And to the mamas and the grandmamas, don't be upset if the coach is yelling at the grandbaby or the
son.
They
just doing their job.
That's right. He's putting in the work and making men out there.
Parsons brothers there making them lose some yardage once again. Both of them there on that tackle. Yeah, I'm with you, Chris. I think we're going to be saying their names a lot this year.
Yeah, I think so too. They're going to be fun to watch.
2nd and goal coming up. Ball is about the 10-yard line, maybe the 9. As Giles Williams awaits the snap once again. Motion. Going to bobble the snap, though. And going to avoid getting tackled for the loss. And Dalen Adair finally grabbing his ankles to bring him down just shy of the goal line. And timeout on the field. Is Enterprise going to call a timeout this time to talk things over?
Yeah, I'm going
to. 2:27 to go. Again, Enterprise up 7-0 over your West Lincoln Bears. And set for, definitely, still got some of the issues to work out. With some missed tackles. That right there could have been a big a touchdown rather for the Yellow Jackets. And again, good job to Adair getting the hands on Williams' ankles to bring him down. The good thing about these scrimmages is they don't count for anything. Of course, you want to win, but
that's right.
Kind of showing you some things you still need to work on, and that'll guide them as they get ready to face off against the Richton Rebels next week.
Yeah, like I said, it gives a lot of these young guys the opportunity to get on the field and get the butterflies worked out. That's one of the biggest things, especially with young ball players, is getting moving up that next level. I mean, every level you go up, competition gets a little tougher, and the guys are a little bigger that you're facing, so it gives you an opportunity to get those butterflies worked out.
So here we go. 3rd and goal coming up for the Yellow Jackets. Motion, hands it off. Hand off to Steeler Lambert. And he's going to barely get in the end zone. Now we got a flag on the play after throwing a touchdown.
Yeah, Landon
might have hit him after he got in the end zone.
I don't know. Landon had a hand on him, and the best hold he could get, just could not get another.
We'll see what the official signals here. If I had to guess, so I'm going to say a late hit. Granted, the whistle had not blown yet, but he was in the end zone. Touchdown going to count, and the flag is waved off.
Okay.
So at least we got that going for us. 13-0 your score as Enterprise lines up for the point after. 2:21 to go. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's through the uprights. 14-0 your score in favor of Enterprise as the Bears get ready to go back on offense. And so, yeah, I think, Bears, definitely finding some areas to tighten up on. Just got a new analysis camera system set up. So I'm sure they'll be looking at film and, finding some more things they can work on. Yeah, definitely shout out to Huey Magoo's for helping to support our concession stand tonight.
Yeah, big shout out to everybody involved tonight. We had a
great turnout, too.
Yeah, a lot of things going on in the concession stand tonight. We're having fish and pork and several things on the menu tonight that is not irregular.
Little squib kick there.
Looks like this Bears offense is going to go one more time here to.
Yeah, have a little bit of time to
get a few more plays.
Make something happen.
Right.
2:21 to go. As the Bears get ready to line up on the 30-yard line. And here we go. 1st and 10 coming up for West Lincoln. Two receivers out to the left. Takes the snap. Pass, little short pass. Couldn't tell who got it real quick. It was, that is Lane Easley.
Yeah, great catch by Lane Easley there.
So going to be good for positive yardage there for the Bears as they're very close to a first down. 2nd down in the bow. We'll go ahead and call that 2. As the ball spotted at the 39-yard line. $1:47 to go. Raines awaiting the snap. Puts his man in motion and tie dive. Snap is going to be bobbled as he downs the ball at about the 27-yard line. Several yards lost on that play, but saves the fumble. Or saves the turnover, rather.
like a little cramp out there, which we hadn't seen anybody give them all 4 quarters tonight, but I hadn't seen a lot of cramping. Usually this time of the year you see a lot of that.
A lot of cramps.
Like I said, we hadn't seen four full quarters here.
Yeah.
But this time of the year, it's always.
And it cooled off tonight a little bit after the rain, so that's helped out.
That's going to help a lot too. But I know that's something that always plagued high school football. Their first couple games is working those cramps out.
Rain scrambling, looking, finds a target, finds Ty Dice. Nope, comes out of his hands. Oh my goodness!
Great, almost a great catch by Ty right there. They've worked on that several times tonight, and that looked the best that it's looked all night.
So clock stops with 47 seconds to go. Third down, or rather fourth down coming up for the Bears. 4th and long. Dalen Adair running back onto the field. And it looks like Blaze Lilly coming off. Bears have a little more depth than they had last year. Not as many people having to play both sides of the ball. But still going to have some guys doing the Iron Man thing.
Right.
Ty Dice in motion as the pass is bobbled a little bit. And pass intended for Adair, going to get picked off.
Darren Kennedy.
Yep, Darren Kennedy, and he is brought down. And
Lane easily able to stop that.
Having to separate him after his helmet came off.
Yeah, just discussing.
Sunday school.
Sunday school lessons, things of that nature. As are typically discussed on high school football field.
34 seconds to go. Enterprise going to take over after the interception. That is the first pick we've seen thrown tonight, though.
I know. I think that's all night. I think that's going to be the first one. Unfortunately, the Bears that threw it, but it's great work by Enterprise picking that up. By Darren Kennedy, number 4 there, seeing that and pulling it down.
But, still a solid effort by the Bears, on overall, I'd say tonight. Again, got some areas we need to improve on, with tackling and whatnot. But, again, definitely seeing some growth over last year for sure.
Right.
All right, so Enterprise taking over as Giles Williams back in the backfield, awaiting the snap. Gets it, bobbles it, nearly tackled. Actually is tackled for a loss.
Yeah, Ben Seagrass was able to check him up.
Gavin Porter in there too.
Got blocked and was able to come back and still help out with the tackle there. Gavin Porter had him down low.
Loss of about, I'd say 5, maybe about 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'd give him 6 or 7 on that one. That's a great stop by the Bears there, stopping that one in the backfield.
Yep, so the ball spotted about the 46.5. And time is going to expire, and that's going to be all she wrote as Enterprise takes the nightcap 14-0 over our West Lincoln Bears. Well, again, these were just scrimmages tonight. So, again, looking to improve on some things for next week as they will travel to Richton to take on the Rebels over in Perry County. And, of course, we won't have that game here on BSPN, but the following week they're at home against Loyd Star, and we will have that game live right here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. So, Chris, great night of football, Jonathan. I'm glad to have these teams at Flea Hop with us tonight, and great sportsmanship by everybody. Yes.
That's always the best part. For these county rivalries to get together and have a good time and play some football and get the fellowship with one another there. So I saw nothing but great things out of everybody involved tonight, and look forward to each of their seasons going forward. Most definitely the Bears team, as that's our home team here. But great. Big thanks to the other teams that came out tonight.
Absolutely. Glad to have everybody joining us here. A lot of people joining us here on just looking over the comments. And actually 55 for Bogue Chitto is Antoine McCray. And I'm sorry I didn't see that earlier. I apologize.
Earlier,
I'm not always able to look at the comments during the game. So thank you for the person that supplied that information. So, all right, Chris, we'll look forward to doing it in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
And
glad to be back. Ready for some football.
Absolutely. So hopefully we'll be bringing you after a win in Richton, although Richton is a tough team. Bears going to have their work cut out for them. So hopefully they'll be able to tighten up this week and get ready to face the Rebels. All right, so Chris, thank you again for joining us. I'm Jonathan Tullis, and Gavin Evans is our camera guy. Thank him for his fine job tonight. And we will talk to you in 2 weeks right here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Have a great night.
Thanks for joining us on BSPN. Find our schedule of games at bspn.live.